can't just toddle forever. There's really big news. There's things happening in this world, and it's very of great importance. I don't know if you realize this with all this other stuff happening in the world of great importance, but there has been a dramatic surge in Ohio Bigfoot sightings. I love the end of this headline. Dramatic surge in Ohio Bigfoot sightings as guard dog left shaking with fear. The guard dogs are scared.
Yeah.
And you know what they say about dogs, like they know it's going to rain before it's going to, if the guard dogs are shaking in fear. Half a dozen Sasquatch sightings over 4 days. The state of Ohio is undergoing an unprecedented surge of activity from the legendary forest beast.
No one had their phone with them.
That's the whole thing. Everybody's got a phone. We've got pictures of people's lunch. We've got pictures of anybody doing anything. There's video of Eric Von Hessler looking like a moron trying to hit wiffle balls or something. I don't know. It's out there. We have all kinds of footage of all kinds of stuff. Nobody happens to pull out their phone. But listen, we're not experts. I found an expert who is reporting on this. And let me make sure I turn up the volume. There you go.
8th Bigfoot sighting from the Northeast Ohio area in 5 days.
Serious?
And the movement is exactly as some theorized.
I did.
I talked to the witness tonight on the phone, and she let me know that her sighting took place March 10th, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. The region of this sighting was in the Lake Milton area.
Ooh, yes,
A resident was looking out her home window when she saw something massive moving towards her pond. Her exact words were, "It didn't seem like no deer." From about 200 feet away, she...
I think we have her right here. You said it didn't seem like no deer.
I was just dang darn looking out my window, and I had a coffee, and I saw something. I said, I don't think that ain't no deer.
That ain't no dang.
That ain't no dang deer. There's a Bigfoot. And I said,
watched this creature move for about 30 seconds.
Is that how it happened? About 30 seconds or so, the creature moved?
And I was like, and I said to myself, I'm going to stay on this one. I'm going to take a look. And he was dang darn moving for 30 seconds or more.
And that whole 30 seconds, you never thought to pick up your phone and
point
it to the direction?
I never find it.
Oh, okay. But you
I'm
found Bigfoot.
Losing that darn thing.
Interesting. You can't find your phone or your car keys, but you found Bigfoot.
Well, I was looking out there because, I be liking to look out my window.
Uh-huh.
With my coffee.
You think it was a deer?
Ain't no dang dong deer. What did she say?
Dang dong.
It ain't no dang deer.
I like dang dong.
It wasn't ain't no dang deer. I say that there looked like a Sasquatch.
A squirch.
And this time it was more of a dark reddish brown or rust colored.
What color?
And she described
All right, let's not get into that.
No, I said to myself, what color that?
it as being 6 to 7 feet tall with...
Which was it, 6 or 7 feet?
I couldn't tell with that dang perspective, Sometimes you can't tell when things are real far away.
Yeah.
They get real small, So I
big,
bet you was
fat,
about 6,
round,
7.
muscular arms.
Oh, he was so muscular.
Oh, it sounds to me like you
Glistening.
were like an old Sasquatch.
I mean, he looked about tall enough. Maybe he could do some damage.
You've been kind of lonely up there in
He was
Ohio.
leaning forward.
Yeah,
He was leaning over, and I said, what's that dang darn guy doing there? And I said, wait a minute, that ain't no deer.
Forward as it ran and moving with incredible speed.
About 150 miles an hour. What do
It
you
was about 100, 150, 200 miles an hour. And I
He
said,
said.
what
It's a-
in the world could that ding darn ding bong be?
Do you think it was a deer? Because I've seen some pretty quick deer.
Ain't no deer.
Yeah, it
Kept on
didn't have
her
the
head.
white tail.
The underbrush and vanished into the woods.
And she just,
She's
he just vanished off into the woods.
Just vanished.
And I says to myself, what in the heck? What in the heck, darn ding dong ding-a-ling bong bing?
I better
Dang
call the
was that?
Bigfoot guy.
Lived there long enough, and she knows what a bear is like.
I mean,
and
come on.
this was no.
This
bear.
one ain't no bear.
You know what a bear looks like.
I mean, I've been living up in this holler for long enough to know ain't no ding dong bear or deer.
By the way, if you're not seeing this video, the guy looks exactly like you think he looks.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I called
It's
him
important
up.
to remember.
It's important to
called her.
remember that I called her up and I said, ma'am, did you see the Bigfoot? And
And I said, I think so.
Yeah, she said she thought so, and
Hey, did you ask her if it was a deer? Sometimes you got a lot of deer.
I did. I said, "Ma'am, is it a deer?"
And I said, I don't think ain't no dang dong deer.
And there it is. Yeah, I think it was a Bigfoot because this is the time of year when they migrate.
And you know, it was more muscular than I expected.
They are muscular, yes.
And
And
handsome.
it was like a reddish color. Ain't not like a bear.
Yeah. Didn't you say it was handsome at one point? You said it was
Very handsome, muscular, handsome.
Now, was he wearing a Cincinnati Reds jersey?
Now, I don't know. I mean, it's funny because I seen a deer wearing a Saint whatever you said hoodie.
There it is. There it is.
On the 10th, earlier in the day, we had the sighting in Newton Township.
What? Whoa, huh?
They're. I'm telling you.
Is it more than one? Or is it the same one and he's just so damn fast?
There's a lot of them in Ohio, sir.
I'll tell you, that critter's fast.
He done run all the way down to Lexington.
For the lady,
Next thing you know, he's gonna be up out of the river, and you ain't never gonna get rid of them because you know they like it up there in the river.
They get up there with their friends, they party.
You know it.
now, ma'am, when was the last time you saw another human?
Oh, please! I see my pharmacist at least twice a week. I
now
know
we're
I got
moving
the sugars, so I needs my
be careful.
insulin.
Don't get your blood up.
I know it, and that's why I was having my coffee because that's my one time I put just a little sugar in my system because I like to sit with my coffee. Is that so horrible?
Well, no, it's not. But I mean, it may not be healthy. But you know, you got to live your life, right?
I do and I says to myself, I'm going to enjoy myself a cup of coffee with all the sugar I want, which ain't much.
And
then I looks outside and I said, that ain't no dang deer.
and also, would you? So if you say that you want to live your life as you live, right? I mean, you want.
do.
So if Sasquatch came in and wanted to have a cup of coffee with you, I mean,
I'd pull him up a seat, honey. Here you go.
Ma'am,
He may not be able to sit in my chair,
right?
but that's okay. I can make accommodations for him. He was real handsome.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you're a little smitten.
I mean,
Right. Alex Williams.
who's that?
He is
Is that a deer?
No,
He's a
no,
Bigfoot.
he is not a dang dong deer.
Ding dong, bing bong, deer.
He helps us get home. He's
dang.
looking at the roadways and helping people navigate their way home. And as far as I know, he's never spotted a Sasquatch, but he has spotted this on 285.